Yep. Sunshine Law book here, put it right here.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go? That's a nice fun day, isn't it? Boy, that was a long 3 hours.
I would like to call to order the regularly scheduled Sylvania Township Board of Trustees meeting at 4 p.m.
Call the roll. Mr. Haddad?
Here.
Mr. Mahoney?
Here.
Mr. Genowine?
Here.
Zipko here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Did anybody have any corrections or changes they would like to see for the minutes from the January 15th meeting?
No. I'm good.
Mr. Haddad, you have the motion?
Yes.
Motion, Mr. Mahoney, second.
Second, please. Yep.
Call the roll. Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes. Anybody sign in for agenda items?
No.
Okay. Zoning.
Good afternoon. I have one item. It's Resolution 13011, amendment to the Sylvania Township zoning resolution, Article 26, non-conforming. This came about when some representatives from ODOT, Ohio Department of Transportation, contacted us regarding the Central and Holland Sylvania project, and they're working with some of the property owners there that are concerned because the property owners are particularly like Rallies and the shopping center on the northeast side is going to be losing some landscape strip and parking spaces and thus becoming non-conforming. So basically all this does is reiterate which it's already legal that they can still continue to use after a public improvement project. It's not really anything that isn't already on the books, we just didn't have it in our resolution. And as we delved into Article 26, we realized there's a few other things that could use touching on. So, Section 2609, Susan, I don't know if you go down to that. That is really the only thing that's new on everything else is just changing the verbiage.
I'll offer Resolution 13-011 after speaking with you, reading it thoroughly, and talking to the prosecutor, and we're in conformance with the law. I'm good with it.
Second.
Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darrell.
Next item on the agenda is the Public Works Department. Greg has a report.
Good afternoon. Monthly report for January has been submitted for your review. The basin cleaning, we're also identifying the basins that will need repair for this construction season. Number 1, letter B, we picked up food for the Sylvania Area Family Services food bank. Actually, it was almost a dump truck load of food each day there. A pallet was 8 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot. Pretty excessive. Other information is posted for your review. Just some other items. We'll need to continue monitoring roof repairs. Right behind your offices is an older part of the township road department. We're experiencing some roof issues there. The UST removals, underground storage tank removals for Fire Station 1, that quote is in process, so we're working that issues with the fire department as well. And the exterior lighting project for the building is at least 75% complete. Looks great if you happen to see it at night. Quite an improvement. About a 3-year payoff, was it? So,
Nice.
and we also received a $1,000 grant through First Energy for upgrading. Moving on to the next item, recommending Resolution 13-008. This is for the resurfacing project, OPWC project this year. The Mylar sheet is in your office for signature, please.
Go ahead. Greg, is it 13-018, did you say, or was I
Yes.
not listening?
008.
018.
018, yeah, that's okay, just wanted to make sure. For Resolution 13-018, authorization to advertise for bids for 2013 resurfacing project.
Second.
Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
The next item is the road construction schedule for this year. There'll be a lot of activity in Sylvania Township this year, township, county, and ODOT projects.
Right.
I won't bother going through everything here, but the township and county projects are posted. I spoke with Teresa Pollock at ODOT. She is not releasing any information at this time regarding the ODOT projects. So I'll call back every week, see if we can add additional stuff to the website. 475 Corey, Central Holland, Sylvania, the 475-23 interchange. There's going to be a lot of activity, specifically also with the storm sewer projects coming online through the stormwater utility district. So.
Hey, Greg, did you say Sylvania Avenue?
From Lancelot to...
Right.
Yes, that's a county.
So the county's going to have the construction project, and the I-475 westbound is going to have at the 23 split, that's going to be under construction also.
ODOT.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there a way that, I'm just talking here, is there a way that you could have the county postpone it a little bit? You know how many calls we're going to get on complaints with regards to traffic control on that?
Yeah, I'm sure they're aware of it. I could inquire,
I know, it's just, wow, that's a lot of, that's going to be a lot right there, especially after 5.
I think they're going to
And,
coordinate that together, they said, on that project, because they'll have to, otherwise it's going to be a big mess.
Yeah.
I'd say all these projects are time sensitive. If they
Yeah.
do not start at a certain time, you lose the funding.
They lose the funding.
The funding goes elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, so, okay. But Neil, I will call, and inquire. So,
Which brings me back to, are we getting any funding at all since they've got over $3 million in the stormwater pot, that we're getting anything back at all to do anything in township with?
yes, there's,
I mean, like 10 Mile Creek, I talked to Keith about that, I want to make sure that's going to be a big issue. I said, because if they would just reroute 10 Mile Creek and clean it up, that would save a lot of flooding if we get a lot of rain, the way it's been snowing already. I'm worried about the rain in the spring. And then we should get reimbursement for doing, the basin projects too.
well, I'm aware of number 5 and number 6 on the construction schedule.
Okay.
They're for township roadways specific.
I know Feller Finch is doing a study on the creek also. I saw their equipment on her there.
Okay. Moving on, recommending resolution 13012. This is to authorize engineering services for Better Design Group regarding our new fuel depot.
And we're not putting this out for bid, we're just letting Better do it?
We will bid.
The design is not the
I'm just asking questions.
project
Yeah.
itself. And just for background, this has to do with,
Why no?
oh,
go ahead.
Fire station number 1 is the last fire station with fuel tanks. As we build a new one that won't have the fuel tanks, and so what we're doing is we're upgrading our fuel depot here. This is where the fire trucks and bridge trucks will refuel. We're putting a security system and we'll record
The readers.
the gas and
Yeah.
we'll remove pumps and
Indeed.
more pumps.
Orange trucks are priority. Fuel.
Or if you're colorblind, that's red, so, but that's what this project is, and then they'll work out the specs and we'll advertise it.
Fire can fill up at night, that won't be in your way.
It'll be
I'd like
recorded.
to offer Resolution 13-012, authorizing engineering services for new fuel depot.
Second?
I would just like to state on the record that I wish we would get these bid out so we can get different prices with the economy being so tight right now, but that's
I
fine.
just.
I just want that on record that I said that.
Right, but we negotiated a
That's fine.
rate with the design group.
That's fine, I'm just saying what I
The
want to
standard
say.
was 10%, and we got it down to about 8.5%.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Thank you.
Craig, I would like to commend you on a great job on the timing of the brine that you've been applying. I mean, it's amazing. I know it's going to snow the next day when I see the streets are covered with that stuff, so your timing has been great so far.
Not
Yeah.
gonna- Not gonna do it.
And I didn't even know we were expecting snow on Friday until I saw the brine down, so
Get
good.
the snow shovel out.
Yes.
The other thing I've noticed, just that, speaking of like salt, depositing salt, there's, seems to be, you know, in years gone by, this up and down the whole street, everything's salted. And there's more strategic placement of salt, it seems like to me, and I don't know if.
Go to Toledo, it's really not strategic there at all.
Yeah, well, they aren't doing anything, but I think we're conserving, it seems like
Yeah.
we're trying to conserve salt and put it where, you know, on hills and intersections and where they're using their.
I talked to-
And
And so it seems like, that's a good thing.
Greg's been working on that with his crews.
Actually, in the monthly report on it, number one, we recalibrated all the salt spreaders. We are really taking a positive, proactive approach on this.
I've noticed it anyway, I've seen it.
Yeah, I talked to the Bryan guys down in Columbus and collided truck and they're telling us everything. I said, yeah, I said, don't worry, we're doing fine with you guys.
All right, next item on the agenda is the fire department. They don't have a monthly report, but the chief has a couple things he'd like to talk about.
Good afternoon. I just have two issues I'd like to bring up. The first issue is that we are moving forward with the agreement between Lourdes University and the fire department, or the township trustees, to utilize that house at 6676 Brent Road. We have already started making a list of what we need to move over, and we have a tentative date, but we're looking more at, I believe, next Wednesday, we have that meeting with Vetter to, was it mid-bid meeting, or
Yeah.
whatever we call that?
Reconstruction.
Reconstruction meeting to get a better idea of when the projects will start, and then we'll start having a definite date of when we're going to move over into that building itself. The second issue I have, I put letters on your desks before the meeting that I have Deputy Chief Lee, after about 3 years with us, has chosen to leave us on an optional retirement. His effective date will be March 29th that he will be leaving. I think his letter is pretty much self-explanatory. If you have any questions, I'm sure you'd be willing to answer that. I would like, with that being said, to start the process of filling that position as soon as we can. I've already talked to Susan, and I have talked about the process that we used last time. I do think we have capable individuals within the fire department that could take on that role, and I would like to start that process soon. That's all I have, unless you have any questions for me.
Mr. Lee, thank you for your service here. I think it's great when we bring in somebody from the outside, gives us the department different perspectives, different ideas, and you fit in very well here, and we thank you very much. It caught me by surprise when this letter was sitting here in front of me this evening. I hadn't heard anything about it till now, and I'm sorry it caught me off guard, but thank you very much for your service.
Well, I've been deliberating over it for the past several months, and after talking with family and friends, I just felt that it was the right thing to do at the right time. my mom has hinted on several occasions, I've been going back fairly regular, and she's hinted on several occasions that I'm a little bit too far away. So I just want to acknowledge my thanks to the board. When I got hired for the opportunity, I learned a great deal of things while I was here, and I hope that my experiences and my knowledge of firefighting operations, which is what I was told I was hired for, benefited the department, and hopefully will continue to move forward. Hopefully they'll be able to continue to build on it.
I'm confident they will. Thank you and best of luck. And I know it's difficult moving that far away from family, and I know you guys have gone through a lot, losing your dad and stuff, so we certainly wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
I also would like to thank Chief Lee for his services. Next item on the agenda is the police department, and Tony?
Good afternoon. You know, that surprises me too. No food in our meeting yesterday.
They need to go first.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you what, the police department and myself personally really acknowledge the teamwork between the police and fire department and how great you were to work with. And good luck on that. The only thing that I have for today is a recommendation of Resolution 13-013 to authorize establishment of a K-9 unit.
I'll offer Resolution 13-013 to establish K-9 unit.
Second.
And with some brief discussion, when I was at the OTA, I went to a seminar on police and fire grants. We can get the money refunded for the training of the officer. It won't pay for the dog, but that would put money back in our account, so we'll practically break even on this for the training.
Great. Thanks. Look forward to seeing that.
We have money for training.
Yeah, the money for it, but we
Right,
got
We've got over 200.
Right, okay, that's what I want to make clear, that we're not making a decision without funding on this. We
Yeah.
have the funding.
This
Okay.
doesn't come from our budget or all.
Great,
This
that's
is
perfect.
seized funds.
Okay.
And,
Right.
proactive
Right.
measures that the department has taken.
Okay.
and the grant will replace those
And
monies.
it's also monies that we haven't spent.
Excluding the grant, we have the monies that are in the
Oh, yeah.
account to pay for this. Okay, that's all I really care for to know right now. Thank you.
We do.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Next item on the agenda is the administrator. I have received a petition for street lighting. It's for Park Place Plat 4. The petition was Timothy D. Brown, and you're setting a date for that hearing on March 5th, 2013 at 4 o'clock.
I'll offer Resolution 13-019, accept street lighting petition.
Second.
Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genoway?
Yes.
Next up is the fiscal officer, Mr. Simcoe.
I have four resolutions for the board to consider tonight. The first is Resolution 13-019.
014.
014. Oh, thank you, sir. And it has to do with proceeds from abandoned vehicle sales that go to the general fund, and also employees have given the ability to purchase additional life insurance, and they've done that, and we have to be taking out their paychecks and the like. And so it's resolution for township appropriations from the unencumbered balance pursuant to section 5705.40.
I'll offer 13-014, increase appropriations from unencumbered funds for police department.
Second, is it police department?
Yes.
I think it was for all departments.
For all departments.
Well, it's all departments, but from the police abandoned vehicle fund.
And then life insurance
Yeah.
for the,
Jim?
I may comment on
Go
that.
ahead.
please.
First part of that is the abandoned cars. And
Right.
we have to, by law, we have to receipt that into the general fund, and then we transfer it
Transfer it out.
to the police department. The
Right.
second part of that is for the life insurance. And as I said in the resolution, employees have been given the ability to purchase additional life insurance, which is taken out of their paycheck. But we have to pay for that up front. Okay, so in January, we pay for February's life insurance, and then we take it out of the paycheck in the month of February to cover that. But we have to have a PO in place and an allocation in place in order to issue that PO so we can pay the bill. Okay, so it's not costing the township any money, it's just that we have to process.
Mr. Hedia?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
We'll try this next one. Resolution 13-015. And this is a transfer of funds, and it has to do with the police abandoned vehicle funds.
For Resolution 13-015, transfer of funds.
Second.
Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
And the next is Resolution 13-016, transfer appropriation. And initially, one of these, the top, it talks about the fiscal officer and the bonding for the fiscal officer, and we've already actually paid for the fiscal officer's bond. It was a 4-year bond, and it's been paid for in advance. So we're withdrawing that transfer appropriations and keeping the other appropriation requests in that resolution.
I'll offer Resolution 13-016.
As amended.
As amended. Thank you.
And that's the one to change over for the training too, right?
The training is still the one.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
All right, I'll second.
Okay, Mr. Haddad?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
And then we have Resolution 13-017, and it's approval of payment on some then and now of purchase certificates, and they're listed in front of you.
Gasoline and insurance claims.
For Resolution 13-017, approve payments on a then and now purchase certificate.
Second?
Mr. Haddad?
Even though I don't like these, I'm saying yes.
Okay. Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
And that is all I have.
Okay. Anyone sign in for
Open discussion.
Well, we got up a discussion. I was going to bring up things from the OTA
Okay.
for a lot of the seminars. I did receive my Leadership Academy certificate. It'll be presented to me next year by whatever happens this year. But with that, we went through several classes. They had a big class on abandoned properties and what they're doing with them. And they're trying to get resolution passed from the OTA in Columbus because we're getting more abandoned properties in townships, and we don't have a lot of jurisdiction over those. So they're going to be working on a lot of those issues. The other thing is that it's very important that we set up a policy for indigents, because when we buried that last person, they said if we don't have a policy in place, anybody can say they live in the township and we have to bury them. So we have to get a policy in place which says if they're a true resident of the township, if it's not somebody who moved from another state or another village here, just even for 6 months or so. And then the burial policy was technically that we need to establish a way we're going to dispose of the body. It doesn't mean we have to actually bury it. So cremation, but they're offering from the lawyer's point of view that we could also donate it to the hospitals or the universities for science, as long as the family doesn't have anything to say, living relatives. So we need to get a policy in place as a township because we don't have one in place. And they
I've talked to
recommend-
Mr. Haddad on this, and I'll start working on a policy, and hopefully, I don't want to give you a date, but soon I'll have a policy for the board to.
They said because there's more and more people getting that way now, in indigent shape, so just wanted you guys to know what's going on. I think we need to do that.
I think we've only had one since I've been a trustee,
correct.
but it wouldn't mind putting something in place, and hopefully, inundated with them here in the near future, but you never know.
Oh, I got the books out in the car for the township, so I'll give you some of those today when we're done with the meeting.
We have
Anyone
nobody
sign in?
Nobody signed in for the non-agenda items.
Okay. Well, I guess I would like to offer a motion to adjourn at 4:25.
Second?
Mr. Haddad?
Yes?
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Adjourned.
All right, so we need
We got a pancake dinner to go to tonight.
Is it